the Wagner group. Where have I heard of them before? And then I was like, oh yeah, they're the people that kill Ukrainian civilians with sledgehammers. And then they were like, they're now liberating Russia and Ukraine. I was just thinking, really?
That part's hilarious. Do you guys know Gunther?
Oh yeah,
who's that again?
He's a maniac.
Oh, I love Gunther. I'll send you a link to Gunther later. But he's this Austrian man who like he started out leading like an NGO promoting like flat tax in Austria that like really went nowhere. But he became
Adolf Hitler, basically.
Yeah. He became
neoliberal Adolf Hitler.
Okay,
He became a huge NATO and EU head. Like he loves the EU, he loves NATO, he loves like even C-tier organizations like the OECD. Like he's so into it that he's like he talks about it like baseball, where he was like, Matthias Cormann, the current head of the OECD, stinks. He hasn't added a new member in 10 years. And he just leads this bullshit think tank in Kosovo, where he goes all over Europe, especially to countries that are more neutral, like Ireland or like Liechtenstein, and he'll make an emoji-laden tweet where he's like, "I will destroy evil Irish neutrality. Send F-16s to Ukraine now and accelerate NATO membership for Ukraine. Full EU members now. I will destroy evil Switzerland neutrality Nazi policy." And he just posts these. He posts all these amazing selfies of him in his target country, making the most Germanic smile and the most Germanic selfies ever. And he's obviously like big into this war, and he was a guy, Wagner's awful. They're killing all these people, which, like, yeah, I'm sure. But then, literally, on a day's notice, is like, I call on Joe Biden to recognize the hot dog man as the real president of Russia, the president of free Russia.
Hot dog man, take us away.
By the way, this is like totally off topic, but this is a guy, Felix, that you introduced me to. So I woke up this morning, staring down the barrel of middle age. What did I do? Well, I do what any normal person does in an existential crisis like that. I scrolled the account of Gunther on Twitter, and I just wanted to see what country in the Balkans is Gunther in today, where he's in like the middle of like a big downtown urban area, and he's like doing like a soy face or an upset face because he's like, Croatia's position on the Bosnian issue vis-a-vis the EU makes me sick.
Yeah, like tons of vomit emojis.
Yeah. It'll be like, I'm so happy to be in I don't know, Slovenia. Like, it's much better than my country, Austria, which supports Russia.
Yeah, my favorite.
I can't wait to live here.
My favorite thing he does is like, whenever he really doesn't like a country, no matter the size or no matter if it's been unified for like 4,000 years, he's like, we need to break it up into 58 countries. And I get why you would look at that on your foot. Like, I worry about getting older all the time.
I was just like, this is 40.
Right, exactly, right. Because it's like, Gunther is what, like 52?
We should say who this guy is, by the way.
We've talked about Gunther. Gunther is
he's an Austrian man who's a big fan of NATO and the EU, and he's sort of like a traveling sideshow where he just basically goes to European countries and harangues nobody through his Twitter account that they should be more pro-NATO and more anti-Russia.
Yeah, and he being a NATO member, would it shock you, is not enough. He's a very enthusiastic man. Like a lot of Atlanticists, there's like a very gross like callousness towards the idea of nuclear war, and like, who cares that Lithuania broke the Jew killing record? But with Gunther, it's like I can never get mad at him. He's just so delightful. What he did before this is he was an activist trying to get Austria on flat tax.
Austrian economics, baby.
What's wild about him is that I think you could make an argument that Gunther Fehlinger, whatever the fuck his name is literally Hitler.
He's reincarnated.
He is reincarnated Hitler.
Yes.
Like, cause think about it.
Yes.
Like, if Hitler was born when Gunther was born in like post-war Europe, what would Hitler do? How would he act? How would he try to reunite Germany into a world-spanning empire that would destroy the godless Slavs in the West or in the East? and get Lebensraum. What would he do? He would take soy faces and try to like guilt trip people into joining NATO. He would not. He wouldn't do anti-Semitism. He wouldn't do concentration camps. He would just do OMG, you're so pretty, Bulgaria. Please get more fucking Esotech missiles.
That is the ultimate victory of nurture over nature.
Yes.
Then it's like, if that really is Hitler reincarnated, it's like, well, you're a lot nicer than I remember.
He's even
I
Austrian,
love you.
for God's sake.
Yeah.
He's Austrian, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's disappointed. Like, Austria isn't doing enough. It's got to be Germany headquartering this new European empire.